Hi, this is John Lockwood from John Next Door. This video is all about how to make together the Scene Box card. At the beginning of the video you've seen a couple of examples made of it, and there's plenty more on my blog, which is www.johnnextdoor.blogspot.com. So, to put together the box, first of all we need to cut the main die piece, which will give you this piece here. There's no need to emboss it, the lines for folding will be on there, but you get this Art Deco piece once cut. So I'm going to fold this over onto its front, and then I'm going to take my fingers and just gently bend the line. Fold it over, and use a bone folder if you want to, or a folding tool. Fold each line and crisp it. Turn and fold the next section. So again, using my fingers to ease it over, fold, turn and fold, rotate to the next side, and repeat this for all four sides. Now it's very important that you make the folds prior to cutting the aperture in the front of the panel. If you don't do that, when you run the die back piece through your machine a second time, the machine will actually iron out the fold lines, so you won't actually be able to see where they actually fold. So as you can see there, I fold the two little tabs at the top, two little tabs at the bottom. You can see how easily that makes the tray or the box for your card. Turn that over and we can see there the dimension that we get for it. Now, I need to open this back out, and I've selected the other die from the set with the clipped corners. You would place that on and run this through your die cutting machine to cut the next panel. I'm going to bring in the piece already cut, and as you can see here, I've cut the panel in. I've also already attached a piece of acetate inside, and I've used a red line tape for this. I would suggest you use something like an extra strong red line tape, or you use a wet glue to make sure it's adhered properly. So now that we've got our aperture and our acetate, what we can do is put the box together. Now, for speed on this video, I'm going to be using a tape runner. I would suggest at home you use a wet glue. So we glue the little flaps at the top first. Fold your panels in and just secure each one of those in. Fold that down. You can see there it's already starting to fold into the box. Now, I'm going to slide my detail in from the top. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the back on before sealing the top. So for the back of the panel, you will need to cut one of this die. And if we can see here, this has a fold line on it. This is the second largest die in the set, and this is designed to be your card front. But this is also your back. So what we need to do is to simply trim, either using scissors, a paper trimmer or a guillotine, along the line and take the flap section away. This gives you the perfectly sized panel to fit the rear of your box. So what I'm going to do is, and again, I'm using a tape runner. I would suggest at home that you use a wet glue, or if you prefer a tape, use something like red line tape. Again, I would still strongly recommend glue. What I'm going to do is marry up the base to the flap at the base first and push that down. If we can see there, that gives me the hinge panel, but make sure that this back panel is in the right place. Fold it down onto the front and gently guide each side until it's fixed in place. Same with the other side. Move it until it's fixed in place. There we go. And if you want, turn it onto the rear and use something like your folding tool or a ruler just to press down those lines. And if we look there, then we have got a completed box. Now the next thing I need to do is to put the card front on. So I take my second die cut with the fold section in it, and for this you need to fold forwards to give you your piece that will fold open, but you then need to fold this back on itself. And I would repeat this process 2 or 3 times because you will want your card to open. So if you can see, that will open in either direction. If I simply fold down, it's very hard to get your card to open. Now I've got a card front here that I've already decorated, just using a little piece of stamped, using one of the media plate frames of mine. And all I'm going to do is, again for speed, I've got red line tape on there. I'm going to marry it up on the front, make sure it's even, and then fold round the flap. That ensures that I can open my box and close it. It looks neat and crisp on the front. So finally, we have to put the insert in. Now this video isn't about making the insert. There will be a follow-up to this to show you how to make this panel. However, this is the panel I've made, and this is the great thing about the Scene Card box die. If I was to put this on a card, you can see here all the workings, the foam tape, little bits of snow and glitter can come off. Whereas all I need to do is to slide this into the pre-made box. Just give it a little bit of a help at the bottom to make sure it goes over the flaps, which is the one I always have problems with. And of course, because I'm videoing this, it's going to be even more difficult than usual. If this happens, take it out and just trim down a little bit off the base. Again, this shouldn't happen on yours, but I made this quite wide. There we go. Just so that I can make sure that it slides in really easily. So then I've got my scene in there. I can then at this point add more glitter or snow or anything in to make this into a shaker card. But for this occasion, we're just going to seal it. So to seal it, I'm going to place glue or tape on the outside of this flap. I'm then going to fold the 2 little panels in. I'm going to push my backing forward and just slide that into the back, pressing along the seam so that on the rear I have a nice, neat, clean back, top and front. Final tip that I've done is the panel that came from there, I've shaded with some Eyes ink and I've used Ocean on this one. That's one of the dye-based ink pads. Going to take that down and I'm going to glue that just on there, which gives me the perfect place to stamp a sentiment or to place your message for your card. So it closes and stands up, and we have the perfect Scene Box card made in minutes. For more inspiration, don't forget to visit my blog www.johnnextdoor.blogspot.com. Thank you. Enjoy.